We're good to start, guys. All right. All right, we're good now. Want to tell you something? What's up? Dude. All right, what you want to tell? Okay, hold on. But I continue learning. Read my comments. All right, let's see what you had to say. Hi, I played the Squadra game with a famous YouTuber. Nice. Just watched FNAF 2, and it was great. 9 out of 10. Spoilers, the Circus Baby cameo. Oh, there was a Circus Baby cameo. Marionette. Whoa. Hold on. Sorry, I had to restart there. I could hear myself in the background reading what I was... And that normally doesn't happen. I'm sorry. The Marionette possessing 10 out of 10 peak. SanicBoi watch FNAF 2. The Cinema's peak. Mangle Designs 10 out of 10. SanicBoi start, please. I want to tell you something. Hi. Alright, now I think I'm all caught up. So you thought FNAF 2 was good? That's good. Alright, now I can actually get my beanie on in its full glory. Without any hair strands sticking through. Man, I hate it when he used to do that, dude. It looks so bad when I did that. That's good. Gavin, Cuphead Gaming with Gavin. How we doing, man? W SanicBoi? I would agree. No bias. Alright. Cool. I'm currently helping with my church. Oh, nice, man. That's great. Sorry I started earlier and if I'm interrupting anything, but I have something to get to at my normal stream ending time, so we had to push it forward to about an hour. But yeah. We're here now, so hopefully you guys aren't too bothered by it. Hopefully. But yeah. We're here for the normal hour. Don't worry. We're still going to go for an hour, so it'll just end when the normal stream time is supposed to start. So, yeah. Don't worry about it. No problem. I think 1 p.m. is good. All right. Maybe I should start doing it earlier. Maybe that incentivizes me to get up earlier and, you know, actually work on the thing. And then, because then by the time it actually reaches the normal stream time, I sometimes forget about it too. And then you guys are just left hanging. So maybe this is better. Maybe having it earlier is the way to go. But we'll see. What's good, Jake the Hedgehog? How we doing, man? I'm tired. I'm really tired today. I have no clue what we're going to talk about. I have no clue what I want to talk about, you know. About to play some basketball. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I can't believe... Dude, it's been almost 2 years now, I think. No, wait. Yeah, almost 2 years now. And we're on SanicBoi livestream number 91, bro. That's crazy. Happy almost 4K? Yeah! Wait, no, we need to get the counter up. Let's see here. Whoa! Alright. Yeah, we need to get the counter up. Forgot about that. Okay. Bam 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 bam. Chill dashboard. Bam 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 bam. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a collaboration pretty soon. I'm not sure with who, though. So if there's any creators that you guys want to see me collaborate with that are willing to collaborate back, sure, I'd totally love to do it. I have 2 specifically in the back of my mind right now. But, sorry about that. I have 2 in the back of my mind that I'm thinking about right now. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to schedule anything with them. Because one of them's British. And the other one, I just have no clue, I have no way of talking to them. So, yeah, just let me know if there's anyone you guys want me to collaborate with or you think it'd be a good idea. So, because I'm totally open to doing collaborations and stuff like that now. But yeah, I think especially my Sonic X Shadow Generations review, it's going to be crazy. SanicBoi, read my comment. What'd you say? You didn't post a comment. I read all of those ones already. Okay, let's go. Cool. All right. So then we can now push the mic over here. So then you guys can see where we're at right now. That's still a crazy number. Put a sub counter on your stream. Right here, bro. Hey. 15 more, guys. Can you believe it? That's crazy. We only need 15 more. I want to hopefully hit it this weekend. Mostly because I'm not planning on live streaming during a weekday, especially because we can totally hit 4,000 like when I'm at school. So maybe I just pump out a bunch of shorts and then that happens then. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's crazy though. But what I was saying was, especially for my Sonic X Generations review, I do want to bring in a lot of people for that. I think that'd be a really cool thing to, because what I want to do with my Shadow 14. What I want to do with my Shadow Generations video, Sonic X Shadow Generations review video, is essentially I want to do Sonic Generations. I want to and it'd be like a SanicBoi Generations. I want to go back. I want to like emulate my old self, like how I used to make video. I might even film on the iPad. Like, who knows, right? But I want to go back. I want to emulate that part about myself, right? Did you see my? Oh, no, hold up. Hold up. Whoa. Hey there, I'm back. I'm about to play some back again. Can you see my message? I didn't see anything about a Discord. I don't have a Discord server. I still have my other account so you can shout me out on the main and my other. Nice. Shout out to Cuthead Gaming with Gavin. But yeah, I want to be like... I know, because it's kind of like Char I5. You know how he did his Sonic X Shadow Generations video? I watched that a couple days ago. I was like, this is genius, bro. I need to be doing this. Well, except for the fact that I'd be almost 2 years late. What's good, Super SM 2013? How we doing, man? Type these letters in YouTube real quick. Which ones? But, yeah, I want to be doing some... I want to be, going all... If I'm going to do something with the Shadow Generations review, I'm going to go big. Even if we can't get anybody in, I think I want to, specifically, I want to at least do my vision like what Char 5 did, you know? Ant City, no spaces. I'm hyped AF to watch a FNAF movie today. Nice. How's it going? I'm doing good. So you think Netflix buying Warner Bros? Do you think cinema's cooked significantly? What do you think about this whole movie thing? Do you think the upcoming WB movies are going to be impacted by it? I don't think they're going to be impacted. SanicBoi, someone sweared? Where? I mean, I don't really care, but like, where is it at? Search it, please. Hold up. Guys, I need to go through and talk through each point individually when people are commenting. Just give it a second, please. Anyway, no, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Like, I don't... Besides the cinema theatrical run times, like how long the movie's in the theaters, I think that's like the biggest thing that's going to change. I don't think it's going to be anything too substantial. And I don't think we're cooked. I think if the modern audience... I shouldn't say modern audience because that has a different connotation in my mind. But if the general audience wants to... Search it, please. Hold on. What's good here is Productions. How we doing, man? If somebody... Hold up. If the general audience wants to keep supporting the movie theaters, I think it will happen. But I think we as a society are shifting more and more towards streaming, and I think this is ultimately an inevitability. Ant City. Where's it at? I searched up Ant City, but... Or is it... How did you spell it? By the way, take the spaces out. Yeah, I put no spaces. Where'd it go? Ant City. No spaces. Okay. Ant City. No, go away. Like this? Are you interested in seeing the FNAF movie too? Channel with 200 some subs? Oh, this one? This one? I would assume you mean this one. But yeah, I don't really have much of an interest in seeing the FNAF 2 movie. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm watching FNAF movie 2 for the third time today. Wow. That's crazy, bro. I didn't. How many times have I seen Sonic 3? I think I've only seen it 3 times, and it's almost a year of being out. Um, but yeah, I never really had an interest in the first movie. I still haven't seen it to this day. I need to see it. I've heard some not the best things about the second one, so that doesn't make me all too confident in wanting to go see it. But we'll have to wait and see, you know. You know, SanicBoi, question, aren't you Christian? I don't subscribe to a singular religion, but I do believe in a lot of the practices of the Bible, and I believe that pretty much everything in it happened. I know I know that's essentially saying I'm a Christian, but I don't subscribe to, I don't go to church. I don't, I haven't read the Bible that many times. I could not tell you. I could barely tell you maybe one verse, probably. But I do believe that there is a lot of truth to what the Bible says. I believe there's a lot of truth to how people teach it. I have been to church. Let's not get that confused. I think I've been to a Mormon church as well as a Baptist church. Mormon one I don't remember because that was when I was really young. But I think it was after Charlie Kirk died. I went to church for the first time in like however many years, and it was with my friend at his church. But yeah, I wouldn't. I would consider myself to be a religious guy. I hold a lot of those principles, but I don't like subscribe to Christianity or any other religion for that matter. Let's go Judaism or Islam. I don't believe really much in any of that. I watched Sonic 3 like 4 times, I believe. Wow. That's great. You about to be a preacher, man? When they said they made FNAF movie 2 for the fans, they really mean it. I'm sure this movie made for the fans. That's true. That's crazy though. Like, I know there's been like separation with like the credits. Put the latest stream up. The latest stream on the channel. This one right here, the Star Collection is dead. That one. I'm not gonna watch it here. I'm not gonna put it on. But that's cool. If that's the one you were talking about that you said you were in, that's great. But yeah, though. Hold on, what was I saying? I think the movie theater experience should cease to exist. Like, the scale of the theater experience is something else. Yeah, absolutely. When they said they made... but yeah, there's been, like, such a disconnect. Because, like, the Rotten Tomato score for the critics is, like, 13%. And then it's 88% for the audience. That's not something... Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like critics are infallible. Like, there are certainly times where I consider that they get it wrong. I think some movies are great that critics hate, right? But they're still critics for a reason. They're still the top of the industry in terms of reviewing movies because they do genuinely know what they're talking about. Most of the time. But for there to be such a split like this kind of makes me think either one of two things is happening. One, it's just one of those things where fans aren't willing to accept that other people think it's a bad movie, or two, it's review bombing on either side. Like, genuinely, people could be over-reporting their enjoyment of the movie or under-reporting it, or heck, even overselling their hate for the movie. Maybe that's what's causing that, you know. SanicBoi, guess what? They have the Shadow shoes. They are almost out of stock. That's right. I saw those ones coming out of Japan or something like that. There was the Tims. Yeah, the Shadow Tims. I saw those ones. I go to church every Sunday, even though I'm in Los Angeles. I still want to go to church, but I don't really show my beliefs on my channel because I think people can have their own. Absolutely. I think that should be the way to live by. I think absolutely. I should go to church more often. To be quite frank with you, I think I did it once. Like I said, it was after Charlie Kirk died. I went to church once, and I wanted to keep doing it, but I just... I think honestly I'm like a really bad person for this. I just haven't been to church because I don't really want to go to. And it wasn't that I don't want to go to church. It's just that something with that church specifically, it was interesting. I would still go to it, but I don't know. It was a different experience. Maybe okay. Now we're back down to 15. Thanks, guys. This is what happens when I talk about religion. No, but what I think is that you may need to go to like a non-denominational church or something like that where we can just all study like one thing like that. Because what I saw with baptism, it's very interactive with baptism. They were like singing songs. They were having you talk to other members of the church. It was like a family almost. What I think of it. There were people like they'd bring people up on stage. They were singing songs, right? Obviously they were talking about Charlie Kirk that day too, and it was everyone was like saying stuff. It wasn't like supposed to be quiet or anything like that, but it's crazy though. I'm in the streams and video. Yep, that's right. But yeah, it was very different from what I expected. But yeah, I'm sure if anyone knows that I never post on Sunday because I believe in that God's day. Yeah, the Sabbath day. That's right. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. But yeah. 14 more boys till 4K. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it was very interactive. At least that's what I gathered. And I know that's kind of like the environment of a church setting anyways. It's the people are going to be talking to you, you know, there's going to be a sense of kinship, mostly due to the fact that it's the religion's values and beliefs to love thy neighbor, stuff like that, you know. And so you should expect something like that, but it was like really interactive too. It was I think I'm glad I went, right? I think it was a very good experience for me to do so. I think my concern with this whole Netflix and WB major is that it will affect the upcoming movie releases: Batman Part 2, Clayface, Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Supergirl movie in a negative way. I'm honestly, you are... I'm honestly, you are not even slightly concerned about this merger, so relaxed about it. Honestly surprised. Yeah, you'd think, right? I'm like... you'd think I'd be more shocked about it, but like... I mean... It's crazy though, because people are trying to like suggest this is a monopoly when there's still other corporations that, like, indie movies do so well nowadays. Like they're going up for Oscars, you know, stuff like that. Like there's still competition to be had. I think that's why I'm not that mad about it. It's because it's not a monopoly quite yet, but until the point where it actually gets to be a full-on official monopoly, I think that's when I'm going to be mad. I know that's what we're leading to, but as long as it doesn't get there, I'm perfectly fine with it. And maybe that's like, what's the word? I should be more preventative about that, or at least have that sort of mindset. But that's not really how I think about it. And maybe that's a bad way to live life too. But especially in problems of like economic like stuff like that, I don't really think it's a problem until it actually happens. And that's definitely a bad way to live life. Don't live your life like that. Be as preventative as possible. But yeah, that's just how I see, like, especially because the monopolies don't really affect me. Like, or I shouldn't say that. There is no monopoly quite yet. There probably will be. But it just doesn't affect me right now. So you guys get what I'm saying, though. You know? Until my movie prices start going up. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to keep it a buck. I don't really care. And that's crazy, too. Because like... I'm sure a bunch of people, especially within the Sonic fan base, probably do not share that opinion, like, whatsoever. And, like, that's why I like my channel, bro, because, like, I'm such an outlier on so many different things, and I'm just allowed to speak my mind. And you're like, you guys can probably be like, oh, yeah, you're stupid, right? But I'm like, okay, that number says otherwise, you know, right? But, you know, you streamed on December 6th and has 7 viewers. 6, 7! Yeah, okay. No, 8, 9. Have you guys seen that? Monopoly. Hyped to watch FNAF 2 today. It's been annoying because spoilers are popping up left and right. Literally had to turn off my notifications on YouTube. That's right. There's going to be so much spoilers, bro. That's because today's not the actual release day. It's tomorrow, right? Like December 7th, right? Monopoly. I think that's what you're saying. Oh, yeah. That's my thoughts on it, though. I don't see it becoming a big problem until it becomes a big problem, you know? Maybe that's the way... Maybe I'm right. Maybe I shouldn't... Oh, it releases... Okay, it releases... That makes sense for... Why would it release on a Sunday? I'm stupid. Okay, released on Friday. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, that's right. December 5th does sound more familiar than that. That's right. You're right. You guys, you're right. I'm wrong. 100%. I always spill water on myself one way or another every single time I do a stream, bro. It's either always a droplet or it's just like a little, you know, it's this big splash. What was that? My final thoughts on this to wrap up is that it could either go just fine or go horribly wrong, and Netflix screws up so many WB IPs. I could 100% seeing that happening, especially with Netflix has been kind of like going under the gutter, bro. Like it's been bad for them for a couple of years. So I'm really surprised that they're. I know Stranger Things is like kind of bringing it back up, and I know Netflix has come out with a couple of original shows that I actually have liked in recent memory, but I don't know. I'm in Cup. I'm in the FNAF mode right now. It's Sonic animation. Shush, no spoilers. Five Nights at Cinemas. I forgot AJ watched it. Oh, what? AJ watched it earlier. Yeah. Be right back. All right. I watched it. Yeah, I know. But like there's people in here who haven't yet. So I just want to make sure that we avoid spoilers as much as possible. I haven't seen it yet. Although I've seen all the spoilers online, so I guess it doesn't really affect me all that much, right? But still. Oh yeah, I'm dead serious. I saw a copy sealed of Sonic Rush at a bowling alley arcade. Makes me wonder how old that prize machine. Oh, it was from a prize machine. Ooh, that this stupid baby AI thing that I love spamming in my group chat. Yeah, that's crazy though. Sonic Rush fully sealed. Slot machine. No, not slot machines. The grab me machine. That's crazy though. Glad I watched it before Sonic animation spoiled it. Woo. Right? Dude, I'm like really red today. I don't know what's going on. I'm not even that hot. I think it's just my rosacea acting up. I think if I can get surgery to have that removed, like I'm totally doing that. Like I hate having rosacea, dude. Because you want to know what I get like every so often? Hey, your face looks really red. And I can't control it, bro. Bro. Obviously, it's just had the audacity too. Yeah. What's your favorite FNAF 2 character? I like Toy Chica. No, I like Turning Red. Never associate me with that film ever again. I hate that movie. One of Pixar's worst, quite frankly. Turning Red sucks. Hate it. Don't like it. It's not for me. I know it's not for me. It wasn't made for me. It definitely wasn't. But the beauty of Pixar films is that they're not made for anyone, bro. They're not supposed to be made for anyone. Or if they are, it's very thinly veiled, right? Like, come on, right? Watch it today morning. Josh actually had the audacity to play Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica's voice lines before I even knew how they sound. Bro, I haven't even heard their voice lines. Should we reveal that on stream? Should we reveal how Toy Chica and Toy Bonnie sound? I watched the first one. I thought it was just okay. Nothing special. There's some cool references, but it was pretty alright. Everyone hated it when it first came out. That's like the general sense that I got too. Is that like it wasn't like the best movie, but it's not like it was anything too special either. But it wasn't like that bad. But everyone hated it when it first came out. That's what I was thinking too. I think the second one is going to be almost the exact same, except I think the hate for it's going to stay around a lot longer. Right? Toy Bonnie sounds like a girl. Oh. It wasn't offensive. Yeah, it wasn't offensive. Essentially is what a lot of the stuff came down to. That's good though, Toy Bonnie, because that's Matt Pat, right? Isn't it Matt Pat playing Toy Bonnie? I could have sworn, right? My name's Bonnie. Can we be friends, Denny? That's the only thing I know. Matt Pat sounded a bit weird when I first heard it, but then in this movie when I could hear Matt Pat. Yeah, that's a good thing though. If you can't tell it's the person who's doing the voice, I think that's a sign that they're a great voice actor, right? Or at least pretty good, right? Like, let's say if I was doing a role, you couldn't tell if you couldn't tell it was me. Like if someone told you it was me, you'd be surprised. I'd say it's a success, right? Like, I think that's what most voice actors set out to do. Play audio of him, Toy Bonnie. I don't want to spoil it! I haven't even seen it, bro. I can play slight audio in my ear and see if it's spoil-worthy. I tried editing his voice back to normal. I couldn't even find the natural result. He was probably doing another voice and then they edited it. Very true. Spoil it? No! Matt Pat did theater before YouTube, by the way. That's true. I forgot that he did that. That's totally right. I kind of want to hear how Toy Chica sounds, because it's Megan Fox. So, hold up, where is it? Search filters. Let's go today. Interesting. Voice. You know what'd be funny is if I can't find any clips. Bro, I didn't see the comment. I was just kidding though. What'd you see? What'd you say? No, what'd you say? Of course. Oh wait, where's it at?
Vanessa informed Mike that her father...
Ah! It's one of those stupid things, you know? Okay, Okay, that's just about... Oh, here we go.
Can we be friends, Daddy? Sure we can. Daddy, stop talking to animals and go to sleep. I'm gonna go see if your mom will let us stay on. My name is
I can definitely hear Matt Pat in there. It's I'm not gonna say like this literally just sounds like his voice, but I can still hear a bit of Matt Pat in there.
What's your name? My name is Bonnie. Can we be friends, Debbie?
I can kind of hear it, just a bit.
What's your name? My name is Bonnie.
That's crazy. That sounds so different. Let's go Megan Fox, Toy Chica. Fox, Toy Chica. All right. Bro. Voice. All right, let's hear it. Because they didn't reveal any of this in the trailers, right? I feel like it was mostly just... They didn't even... You didn't hear it. All right. Oh, where is it? No. It's not out yet. Get away from me. It's not out yet. Alright. Now, put the subscriber count back up. Return to status quo. Alright. Oh my goodness, we're almost already 30 minutes into the live stream. It's crazy. My Freddy Fanta can is rotting in my closet. Dude, get that thing out of there. It's like, where's my G Fuel cup that I keep here? Do you guys remember the G Fuel review video? Where it was almost like I acted drunk for a second or two. But it was back in like 2023, I think. I got one of the G Fuels. I just put it on my set. And I drank all of it. I just put it on my set. And then the other one I also put on there. That thing's still cold, by the way. I can probably find that thing. Like right here. No, that's the empty one. Right here. It's still cold. I don't know how. This room is like, has a fan on every so, actually a lot of the time it has a fan on it. But it's not like it's that cold in here. I can still definitely get hot under the right conditions in here. But that thing's still cold. That can's still cold. Like, my thing in here hasn't gotten that cold except for with ice. And I don't even think that thing's safe to drink, dude. That might be a biohazard sitting back there, but who knows, right? Oh, I'm blocking the thing. Maybe I should sit over here and then put it right here. Actually, let's see that. It's a lower surface, so it might not work that well. Oh, mine is sealed. Yeah, that's good. Mine's sealed too. I haven't opened it. Oh, that actually does work pretty well. I like that. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. That works very nice because now I have something to lean my arm on here, and then I got the other one obviously on the chair. So that'll be good. It'll be good. Biohazard, more like Biolizard, but a chink. What do you have to say to him, comparing him to a biohazard? I can't believe you would do that. That's so mean. Comparing him to a biohazard. Man, that's so rude. Even I wouldn't do that to subscriber number 2,126. I wouldn't do that to them. Search Abby meets Toy Chica and the voice will show up. Ooh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Like, specific moments of the movie. Abby meets Toy Chica. No, come on. Okay.
Chica? Abby, you've come back to us. Chica. I've missed you so much. I've missed you too. How did you get this new body? Do you like it?
Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. 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 I don't know. That just sounds like her normal voice. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Oh, since I was a kid, Bonnie was probably my favorite animatronic. Let's take a look at that profile picture here. I can tell. I can tell, definitely. She sounds like Helen Henry from Chuck E. Cheese, not gonna lie. She sounds like all the girls at my school. That's all right. Hey, if I'm surrounded by a bunch of girls that sound like Megan Fox, I'd say I'm in heaven, bro. Like, come on. No, I'm joking though. I was using the bathroom. I went upstairs and I used the bathroom, tried to come back downstairs, and I realized it was locked, so now I'm out of breath. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's too bad. Bro, FNAF fans be pulling up right now. Dude, that's true. Very true. All the FNAF fans, they're probably going to eat this up, bro. I know we got FNAF fans in the chat. But you guys are probably going to eat this up. The fan base, like, they're going to love it, probably. Oh my god, Mangle clock it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey. That might be a blessing in disguise. Who knows, right? Mushy what? Oh, no, you're talking about that. But yeah, that's crazy though. But I'm fine. All right, cool. That's good to know. I was sitting on the edge of my seat wondering, okay, is this guy dude? Is this guy good? Like, come on. Oh, I better get some results on that pretty soon. Yeah. You SanicBoi, don't do that voice again. I will do it again if I get paid. If I get paid to do it, I will do it again. But I don't have monetization set up yet, so I can't. I cannot get paid to do the voice yet. But maybe I will. Maybe I will. If you guys want to pay me $20, can I get a $500 super chat saying, SanicBoi, can you do the... I have no other way to describe it other than that. Popular girl Megan Fox voice. I'll do it. Just watch your calories. Just don't ever do it. Watch your calories. A YouTuber made a slander on me. Oh, really? Which one? Oh, ow. Ow. Oh, dang it. I'm not sure if that's supposed to come out. Okay. Looks like Lego Dimension song. Oh, someone just came in with a YouTube comment. Alright, hold up. There we go. Much better. Alright. What did that YouTube comment have to say? Let's see. I like the Lego Dimension song. Speeds are better. I don't know why. Bro, that thing was like there was a little tiny thing for Lego Dimensions. This looks like a full-on, like, little car. Like, because, think of the song. Let's see. Sonic minifigure. Okay, it's about that big. So the car, oh, that's going to be a decent-sized car. For only $10? Dang, man. $10? $10? I'll take $10. For something like that. Yep. It's called Ant City Slander Part 3. I still need to give you 2 nickels from the Sonic Balloon short. That's true. Very true. Alright, hold up. I do have a question. If you ever got the feeling that things have just gotten worse in general, like life, broken economy, job replaced by AI, I always wonder, how do you face this cynical world we live in? Ooh, that's a good question. This is where I think I am not the best person to go to. Well, I consider myself to be somewhat, like, I am of average intelligence. Let's just say that, right? I don't think I'm some, like, philosopher or, like, crazy thing, right? Or some crazy person who knows all, right? But, like, here's how I look at it. Things, I know that through time and time again, throughout history, we've seen things get bad. Like, really, really bad. And eventually, something has always come in to change it. Now, I'm not saying it helped. I'm saying it changed. I think eventually, within the next couple of years even, we're going to get to that point. I think something is going to happen that's going to change how we view things for the rest of our lives, right? And I think eventually we're going to need to change. Something's going to need to be different. And I think that's going to be the push that we need to really inspire change, like the change that you want, like the AI stuff, the economy, the jobs getting replaced, right? I think all of that is going to eventually shift in either one direction or the other, and it all depends on what happens. And I think because it hasn't happened yet, I'm wording this wrong as I'm saying that, and I know it too. But I know that thing hasn't happened yet, and I'm scared for that thing to happen. So essentially, what I say is, live your life until it happens, and then you can make decisions based on that. Right? I always live my life in the moment. I know that's like a hard thing to grasp, but like you legitimately cannot change your past. It's going to be really hard for you to change your future, because that's another one of those things. I think it's all laid out for you already. There's already a set path that everyone's supposed to go on. Waiting for something to happen is not going to be nearly as good, because we all know it's going to happen. Something big is going to happen soon that's going to change how we should view everything forever. So I think you should just live your life normally till it happens, and that's what I try to do. Although, that doesn't mean you can't micromanage the future. Like, you can't, like... Here's the thing. I'm thinking about a girl right now. Like, I can see her face perfectly, right? I'm thinking about conversations I could have with her. I'm thinking about, like, all because of, like, one little decision I make with that, right? Focus on one goal. Like, just live till this point. Like, maybe graduate middle school, high school, college, then eventually get a job, you keep working towards that next goal, right? And it doesn't even have to be that. It could be like a little thing, like finish that drawing, finish the video, finish the paper that you wanted to write, write a book, right? It doesn't have to be anything too big, right? You just have to have a goal. And if you focus on nothing except that goal, I think you'll do perfectly fine. Obviously, you can have these other things, like, heck, for me, let's put me, for example. I want to grow this channel, right? But I also have other interests, too. I have, like, photography. In fact, I have a camera that I brought home from over there. Sports medicine, right? I do both of those things in school, right? But then there's also, I want to graduate high school. That's the big thing. And now, especially right now, I have someone else on my mind. Like, maybe someone I'd want to date. Maybe something I'd want to see, right? Things get worse in the future. Oh, you've probably said a lot of stuff while I'm talking, right? All right. No, not really. I think that for me, I'm just trying to have hope and optimism because I try to live my life, and because it's the only thing I keep worrying about to passively witness. Things get worse in the future. We may not be able to control what happens in the world, but we can control the world around us. Very true. Very true. But yeah, I live my life knowing that I cannot control what happens, but that I can only control myself. And I will go through the motions until I make the best of it. That's what I've done with this channel. I worked for so long trying to build 100 subscribers in the first year that it happened, right? Then the next year, I wished 1,000 before December 20th, right? That happened, right? I just kept working at it. Eventually, good things happened. I think that's what's going to happen eventually on with all of our lives, is that good things are going to happen, bad things are going to happen, right? You got to focus on the good things that are going to happen, that you want to happen. Maybe they'll happen, but it's definitely a distraction from the big picture stuff that I think is affecting all of our lives, like the economy, job, homeless rate, immigration, stuff like that. I think all of these big picture ideas, we shouldn't be focusing on them all the time. To make your life better, you got to focus on what makes you great. You got to focus on what you think your life should be. And if you are really committed to it, that's what your life is going to be. That's what you are going to experience for the rest of your life. You're going to be so happy if you focus on what you want to do and not what the world around you is saying, not what's going on. Unless, obviously, there's like a big war or something like that you can't avoid. Obviously, that's going to be your life. But I cannot deny saying focusing on the little things is one of the most important things you can do in your life. Because once you are totally happy, maybe then you can focus on the big picture stuff, right? Totally 100%. 100%. Maybe short term right now, it's how do I get money? Maybe long term, it's, okay, how do I get a house for my family, for my kids, How am I going to keep up a stable job, right? Or, heck, it can be small. And I'm repeating myself at this point. But, like, it can be small things. Like, dang, I'm going to get this girl's number, right? I want to have a conversation with her. I want to make her my girlfriend, right? Like, that should totally be a small goal. Focus on the small goals, the smaller things in your life. I think it'll be way better than focusing on the big, the sad, you know? And obviously, it's not like that stuff's unavoidable, right? Sometimes you're just going to have to see it, and it's going to be really sad. But you can't stay focused on it forever. And if you want to see a change, change will happen if people want to change. That's what I'm saying, is essentially, if bad things are going to happen, then there will be people who want to do good. And I think I live my life by that principle. And so maybe eventually it'll be my problem to worry about. What if I get, like, eventually, what if I get into office? That's going to be my problem to worry. We elect people to deal with the big things. Obviously, we vote on the big things, like what we want to see happen. But otherwise, it's pretty much all the small things, right? The family, kids, job, right? Keeping up with money, bills, stuff like that. Just small things. We're not the ones who are supposed to focus on the big picture. That's how society is set up. We elect people who focus on it for us. So I think if we only do nothing but focus on the little stuff, I think that's going to be great. I think that's a good way to live your life. I don't think focusing like watching the news every day, wouldn't recommend it. Like focusing on a bunch of big stuff, just not a good time in general. I think focusing on the little things, it's going to be a lot better for you. Even if maybe it's more taxing on you to think about the little stuff, and that's perfectly fine. But I think overall, if you do that, you're going to have a way better time than focusing on a bunch of, like, the fear-mongering stuff, like the AI, the taking your jobs, you know, like the all of the world crises we've got right now, right? Focus on the little stuff. Focus on the goals you want to get, and maybe you'll get it. Sometimes you don't, and that's just an undeniable fact. But if you're really committed, there's nothing that can stop you, man. 100%. 100%. Watch this slander. I don't think I'm going to watch it on stream. Alright. I don't know how if the boy streams are funny or serious. They're probably... Yeah, I want them to be both, you know? Does your mom watch stream? Occasionally. Well, people should try to change and make themselves better, you know? Because there's, no offense... because then what are you doing with your life? Absolutely. 100%. JJK is probably not doing good. SanicBoi question, does your mom watch the stream? And what's Moshi? That's someone in the chat. Alright, see you, Sonic Animations Live. That's someone in the chat that they're referring to. Is the guy with the Bonnie profile picture, I believe. But yeah, that's my take. And maybe that's stupid. Maybe that's coming from this... Not a realist. I'm not a realist. I'm an optimist. I want good things to happen. I think good things are going to happen. I hope for good things to happen. Right? Maybe a realist would be like, no, this is like really bad stuff that you should be focusing on. But if you're not the person to do it, you're not the person to do it. Right? And if you're not the person to do it, you shouldn't have to worry about it. I believe because you don't want to watch it. Bye. Alright. That's... Alright. Interesting. The reason I brought it up is because I've experienced this to a degree which drive my studies psychology and grasp better understanding of human psychology, which helps my story exploring. That's very true. That's actually a good idea. Internal conflicts in my characters and my stories, and it's just reminded how some people are giving up and helpless in the world at times due to how effed up it is, which is definitely a good reality reminder. Very true. SanicBoi, what's Mushi? Someone in the chat. I believe it's the person with the Bonnie plush profile picture. I lost interest in girls and more interested in FNAF, JK. Hey! you can definitely tell where my interests lie. I'm just going to say that now. But, yeah. You know, sometimes worrying's a good thing, too. You worry about the small stuff, too. Like, how am I going to get a job? Like, how am I going to get money? Like, am I going to get a girlfriend? Right? Like, how am I supposed to have kids? Right? Like, focus on the little stuff. Isn't it merch? The plush, merch, terms are interchangeable, but yeah, I'd say so. Or one describes the other. Or, I don't know. One's more specific. Yeah. But yeah, so, like, focusing on the little things, like, I think it's great. But yeah, like a realist, they'd probably say, like, no, it's bad. Focus on that. You can change it, right? But, yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, we're all normal people put in a world where bad things happen every day. Bad things will happen every day. And I don't think we're supposed to be experiencing that. I genuinely believe that the human mind was not built to withstand what we go through on a daily basis in 2025. I legitimately do not think that. And the more we can focus on the micro as opposed to the macro, I think we'll be better off. Because we'll have people who are happier. We'll have people who are more well adjusted to the world around them because they can focus on the good, right? They've built lives for themselves. They have good, stable frameworks for how they believe things, how they challenge others, how they go about their lives in general, how they teach their kids, right? I think it's a very good framework to live life by. So anyway, I'm going to upload a bit. You can watch later after stream. All right. Yeah, sorry if the whole discussion shifted into something way different. That's totally fine. I love it when we go into these big discussions about things I can barely even talk about, because it's so interesting to explore these concepts that I've honestly never given much thought to. It's great to explore things like that. And I wish you guys would do it more often. Jake the Hedgehog, you're like the goat of the chat right today, bro. And you usually are, because you inspire a bunch of discussions that normally I would never even have. I would only observe discussions like them. Like, this is great. I love it. Honestly, more of you guys should be doing it. Maybe wait your turn, especially in the chat, especially when, like Sonic Animations, you're just saying, watch the slander video, yeah, right? But, yeah, totally, 100%. But, yeah. Yeah, I love it when we do stuff like this. It's great. The only thing I will not talk about, though, is like politics and stuff like that, because you guys don't care about it. I'm sure a lot of you would disagree, right? I think we're trying to keep it non-controversial here, right? Not me, because I don't care. All right. That's very true. Some of you guys just don't care about the larger discussions. You just want to talk about Sonic stuff and other interests that you have. That's totally fine, too. But I love having the discussions. I love them. And the more we have the discussions, I think the better off we'll be as a society, you know? Not to be more going over, like, everything again, but, like, yeah, I think it'd be great if we had more conversations like this. It's honestly a great time. And you know what? I barely ever have these conversations in real life. Like, I have no clue where you guys are at. There's so many people around the world who watch my stuff, right? I'll learn so much from you guys. I learn so much about, like, how people operate just purely based on what's behind a screen, right? I barely ever have these kinds of conversations in public. Only with, like, my best friends. That's pretty much it. Like, and my parents, stuff like that, right? But, like, never just random people. I don't get to talk like that. And I think we used to do that, too. I think you could just strike up a conversation with someone, have, like, a crazy discussion, you know? It'd be great. You two would, like, end up being friends by the end of the day. We should go back to that. That'd be great. I would love that. But everyone's just too socially awkward nowadays, bro. Hold up. God will never put you in a place that you can't do something. He will never make you do something that you can't do just to do it. Wait, not sure if that makes it. Yeah, rework it, then you're good. No, absolutely not politics. We've already messed up to the point. It's no longer, because it feels pointless to more linger on them, in my opinion. Very true. Very true. Very true. I'm more mature and smarter than IRL than I see him in chat. I am too. Like, what you hear from me and here, I could probably go way more in depth in a real life conversation, because there's more of that intimacy to it. Like, there's saying what I really feel, stuff like that, right? SanicBoi, do you listen to J-Man Curly music? I do not. Is he any good? Like, is he like rap, hip hop, like classic rock, maybe heavy metal, stuff like that? Like, what does he do? But yeah, I love doing this. This is one of the best parts. This is one of the best parts of being a YouTuber. I can have conversations like this, not just with you guys, but with other people within my space too, about anything really. Go in depth. Go in depth. I would love to, but I don't know how you guys would feel about that, because then that would also spill into me sharing my personal opinion on a lot of other things as well. That I don't think you guys would necessarily agree with me on. And I don't want to create that dividing space. I just want to say what I think. But I know inherently with how modern discussions work nowadays that you can't exactly have that without ties being cut, without like you losing a large part of your audience. Because nowadays modern discussions feel more alienating than anything else, right? He raps about make songs about everyone, but you should more PG than PG-13. Oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll check him out. This actually sounds really cool. Yeah, though. I think, although of course, maybe that's one of those good things. Maybe, no, it's not. No, I can't say that. Alienation's never really a good thing. Though of course you can go too far with it, then people just don't care what you think after a certain point because you're not maybe reactionary enough. I don't know. You see, I don't give these much thought when I go into these discussions. I just say what I think purely based on the information I know what I think. Maybe that's another good thing to do, is just like go ahead and have that conversation. You don't need to be educated. Just talk about it. It's purely based on what you think, like your moral. All right, is that better? Are we good? Is the sound back? Mute. Are we back? Okay, cool. Glad to hear it. We're back. Great. Yes, that's better. All right, cool. Sorry about that. It was definitely the live stream timer. Oh, you're a good boy. I mean, kid. That's crazy, bro. Dude, my little cousin said that. Like, he said, like, good boy. And I flipped his butt upside down on the couch right then and there, bro. I'm not going to take that disrespect in public, especially from someone who's half my height. Never! Can you send the first 15 seconds of PG-13 by J-Man Curly? It's PG, I swear. I'm sorry. When I was muted there, I was saying that last time someone requested a song and said it wasn't copyright, I got my stream taken down in Russia. So I don't want to do that. I don't really want to listen to music on stream anymore, like at all. I'll listen to it after stream. I'll let you know my thoughts, but yeah. Sorry. Do you think the Sonic movie in 2020 is the Shadow spinoff? I think that's the most likely chance. Or it could just straight up be Sonic 5. I don't think we actually know if it's a spinoff or not. It's been titled as a Sonic movie universe event. The article just called it a spinoff. It's not what Paramount called it. So, who knows? Libro called you good boy. Wonder what the reason you said that. I was leaning on a couch. He's like, yo, can you get off my spot? I'm like, sure. Right? And he said, good boy. So I didn't Undertaker. I flipped him over on the couch. I did a grand slam like that, right? Now he has like 13 broken bones. Nah, I love my cousin. He's great. Watches the channel, actually. That's great. See, now I'm left all bored. I feel like right now we need anticipation for Sonic 4 because 2025 is ending. It's only 1 year left. That's true. There's after 2025, there's only 1 more year left till Sonic Movie 4. That's crazy. That's crazy. March 19th of 2026 is going to be 1 year left. That's bro, because like it's the same as like December of 2023. It was the end of a year until Sonic 4, right? That's crazy, bro. I'm just wondering when filming starts. Oh, it's probably gonna be 2020. Sorry about that, guys. My mistake. Hold up. Wait, no. Wait, stay. Stay. Stay! Please! For whatever reason, I keep timing it so incorrectly to the point where my phone dies almost every single live stream. It's crazy, bro. Well, they should at least start filming around 2026, so they should do all the practical effects and all the, of course, the polish of the CGI. Oh, you're talking about Sonic 4. I thought you were talking about the spin-off. Yeah, 2026. 2026. Yeah. It should be 2026. They should start filming, right? Whoops, I thought you were talking about the spin-off, because then I would totally be starting 2027. Oh. Yeah, they're going to start filming, I think, by the start of, like, March of next year, I think. Is definitely... Ooh, we went up. We went up. Who do you want to play Bolton for Frontiers 2? I'm not sure how many even have. Ooh, I would want Sonic Shadow Silver. I think that's, like, the big three. I don't really care about... maybe a playable Knuckles. I would go Knuckles, too. Okay, so Sonic, Shadows, Silver, Knuckles. That's who I want. No one else. I don't care about anyone else being playable. Maybe SPO. Maybe Vector. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Sonic 3 started filming 13 months before, so Sonic 4 it's early 2026. It's a very good guesstimate. No, wait, Sonic 4 No, wait. Sonic 3 started filming in September. Because they were doing all the character shots of Sonic and everyone else in the crew, right? So technically they had even longer while the strikes were going on. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. Like, I hope Miller and Casey cooked with the strip. I hope so too. But I guess that was only like the CGI characters in those shots too, right? I don't think that was really anything. I don't think that would we count that as filming? No, no. Cameras were rolling. There were people on set. Maybe. I think Sonic, Shadow, Silver, Blaze, Knuckles should be the main characters. Tails, Rouge, Amy can be there, but not as in-depth as side missions. They can still be in the game, though. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Is it weird? Like, do we really count that as filming? Like, don't have any actors on set. Like, I don't know. We have 2 minutes left in the SanicBoi live stream, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you all so much for showing up. This one's went by fast. I'm glad about that. So yeah, overall, I really enjoyed talking to the stream specifically about the kinds of topics. We should do that more often without sacrificing the talking about Sonic 2. Very true. Very true. Yeah, we should totally do that. We should be doing it more often. Because, dude, I remember one day I talk about this so often. JCTSEF said 6-7. Anyway, I remember there was one day where we were talking about Sonic Prime and the characterization and stuff like that. We were going on for I don't think it was you. I think it was classic Sonic the Hedgehog. Thought you were better than this. You said it first, bro. I thought we went on for a couple, like almost the entire stream about Sonic Prime. It was like a good 40+ minutes we were talking about. That was great. I'm surprised we haven't done anything else like that. Yeah, I thought you were better than this. You were the one who said it. Because sometimes we do need to reflect at times about our lives and the world we live in at times. 100%. Nuh-uh. You want to talk about nuh-uh? It's right there, Mr. 12:03 p.m. 6-7 is written right. Actually, 67 technically, but it's still written right there. But yeah, I think you're right. We do need to talk about it sometimes. But yeah, I'd love to talk about wider Sonic stuff too. The buzzing reminds me of the 25th anniversary. What buzzing? What buzzing? No, that shouldn't be happening. No. What buzzing? Let's see. What buzzing? What buzzing? No, that shouldn't be happening. No. What buzzing? No, wait, why is there buzzing now? I don't get it. Why is there buzzing? I don't...
Let's see.
Interesting. Interesting. All right.
What buzzing? Oh, that shouldn't be happening. Oh.
All right. Yeah, that's great. That's weird. All right. Anyway, it has officially been 60 minutes. I will see you all on the next SanicBoi live stream, which will be the Game Awards. I'll be streaming there, and I'll probably get a couple videos out before then. I will see you all then. Bye.